Are you like me, overwhelmed by all the weeds in your garden? What if I told you there's 5 plants that are easy to identify that grow in your garden and you consider them as weeds? And I'm pretty sure when you go around the garden, you just remove them thinking that they're not helping your garden to grow, which is true, but you're throwing it out. They could be used as food. A lot of people are struggling financially with food nowadays. So let me show you those 5 plants. Look at my peas. Well, it's actually full of this plant here. This plant is called lamb's quarter, which is pretty much the same as spinach. It can be eaten raw. You can use it in a stir fry if you want. What I like to do is dehydrate it and grind it, use it in smoothies. Tasty. Here, well, we have white clover and red clover. They're both edible. You can use the flowers, you can use the leaves. I also have dandelion. Those are also edible, obviously. And if you don't want to use it, I'm sure the rabbits would love to have it. This is very, very good food for rabbits. Now I saw something else earlier. Let's go take a look. Well, I'm not going to talk about the mullein. You can do your own research about that. There's a lot of stuff you can do medicinally, I guess. But I want to talk about this plant here. Now, there's spit of whatever critter it is. But that plant, you can see it often in the spring growing up a little bit more like this here, with little leaves making a star. Those are called Galium. The little flowers are edible and the plants are edible. Now, don't eat them in huge, very big, huge quantities. They could be toxic if they're eaten in too big quantities. But, I mean, you make a salad once weekly and you put a little bit of it, you'll be fine. And I mean, when I talk about eating in big quantities, I'm talking about eating a garden full of them in one day. That could make it, but same is the case with a lot of stuff. Toxic doesn't mean deadly, just means that you have to be careful, like alcohol, for example. Just looking at the big mess there, I see another plant that's actually edible. This one here, Mugwort. They're easily identifiable when you look underneath. They're pale. They can be used raw, cooked, in a tea. The young leaves, young shoots are better. When they get older, they get bitter. But they're still, you know, if you get lost in the woods, they're still edible. Another one here, fireweeds. Fireweeds are very good. You can take the flowers, turn them into jelly. That would be great. The pollinators love them, as you can see. Even the leaves, though, can be dried and put into a tea, and it makes the most beautiful, gorgeous orange tea. That tea would be very, very rich in vitamin C, and it's actually one of my favorite. Very, very, very good. All right, thanks for watching. Don't hesitate to share, like, subscribe if it's not already done, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.